Grandson, granddaughter, listen to Pop Pop. I'm finna speak some real shit. And I want you to observe my energy, embrace my energy, and listen to your heart. Everything you search for in this world is within your heart. Be coachable. When I say be coachable, listen to your intuition and take the direction that your discernment is leading you. You feel me? Your discernment is your direction to your kingdom. When I say your kingdom, I mean your kingdom where you lay, where everything is at. It's full of love and a whole bunch of prosperity. It's deeper than you think. When you discover truth, it's truth behind that truth. Truth is timeless. You find truth at a certain time, at a certain phase in your life. Your life is not a coincidence. You are a soul within a vessel experiencing a video game. This video game is your memory. So when it comes to having dreams, they are not dreams. They are your thoughts, and they create realities. These thoughts you are thinking create realities. You have to slow down your thoughts in order to create a reality. So when you think a thought, you process it. So when you think about this reality, you have to process it and observe it. They want to stop you from processing and observing what's happening in the present moment. No matter what you are going through, no matter what your current situation is, never be afraid to dig deeper into the investigation. The investigation leads to more truth, more intellect, more spidey senses. Okay? This year, or whatever year you are watching this, whatever day you are watching this, because it doesn't exist, but it's about growth. The more you grow, the more the people around you stay. I mean, you're gonna pass people that were once ahead of you. Like those people that thought they was better than you, you're gonna pass them and you're gonna forget about them eventually. Like it's not like I wouldn't say you're gonna forget about them, but it's not a day. It's not a day you think about them. When it comes to your enemies, you don't think about your enemies. You know what I'm saying? But it always that thought that comes across your mind like, dang, how are they really doing? I wonder how that person is doing. I wonder what that person is doing in life, because I seem to be in so much high vibrational energy. Like I truly genuinely want to know how's that person doing in life, because at one point of time I was like this with that person. Like we was really locked in. We was on the same path, but that person ended up taking another path and I ended up taking that path, and somehow they became my enemy. I'm saying it's like that. It's not that we are focused on our enemies. Never. We are so proud. We are so powerful that we forget about we had enemies. Like we forget about the word enemy. We forget we had enemies. In this world, grandson, in this world, granddaughter, you got enemies. You got a lot of enemies, and they want to be your friend. And the more you get closer to God, the more quicker you are on your feet. I mean, everywhere. Everywhere you go, you can spot an enemy across the room. They want to be your enemy because that's how they feel power. That's how they feel power. When you give your attention to the enemies, the ones that don't like you, it's the more they feel powerful, and they figure out more ways to attack you from different angles using your power, using your manipulation techniques. You know what I'm saying? They dive deep into this. They are your number one fans. They can't get enough of you. God's voice sounds like sparkles. Sparkles, ringing, and loud, quiet music. Everything is music. Everything is vibration. Everything is frequency. Everything is energy. So when it comes to your energy, you got to make sure your energy is clean so you can sense and see into the spiritual realm. When you go out into the world, you enter the spiritual realm. Every step you take, you are entering portals. You are what they call time traveling is what you are doing when you step into the spiritual realm. The spiritual realm is outside. So when you go outside, now you are in the spiritual realm. Now you are witnessing everything up front. I mean everything. You are witnessing all the spiritual things they talk about in these books. You are witnessing all the spiritual things they try to hide and suppress. You are witnessing all of it. You gotta have the sight. You really gotta have the sight. A lot of people say they hear God's voice, but what God's voice sounds like. You know what I'm saying? God will literally show you something that frightens you. And you have to move by faith in a certain way. When you are called by God to go to a certain specific place, you have to move by faith in a specific order. You can't be moving on a straight line. If you are moving on a straight line, you got to continue to break the pattern and go create another straight line. Go create another path. God wants you to continue to create paths for yourself. So if you ever get lost in the wild, granddaughter, if you ever get lost in nature or in South Africa, you are surrounded by nothing but lions and all type of wild animals. Trust the guidance of God. God is a she. God is a he. You are God. Until you accept God into your life, you will experience God things. You will experience God hands-on. But when you run away from God, when you X out God out of your life, you will experience hell hands-on. I'm saying when you abandon God, you will experience hell hands-on, because you have to go through that. Every chosen one abandoned God at some point of their life due to the low vibrational energy around them that's trying to stop them from manifesting their powers. You know what I'm saying? So when you go through hell as a chosen one, you face things that only God can get you out of. So, for example, you out in the wild, you out in South Africa, nothing around wild animals. No food, no nothing. All you have is the courage of strength. Strength will get you far in life. Listen to me, grandson. Listen to me, granddaughter. Strength will get you far in life. When you accept strength into your life, God gives you more of what you need. So you are walking, you are trying to find your way. So now you run into a lake. Now you got water. God is giving you more of what you need because you have yet to stop. You're going off the guidance of your intuition. You are going off the guidance of the environment. You are adapting to the energy. So now you are a lion in South Africa. Now you are a lion because you are moving off the spirit of a lion. You are moving off the strength of a wild animal that's able to adapt. So these animals are going to respect you. They sense your energy, they smell your energy, and they feel your energy. So they're going to avoid that certain area until you leave. They see you. These lions see you, but they're not going to attack you. They see you from far away. They like, who that is? They don't know what you are, but they know you one of them. Because the way you move is off of spirit. God is within your spirit. And most people are disconnected from their spirit. So when it comes to taking advice from certain people that don't have experience, you can't do that. You can't take advice from these people because these people will lead you to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? They will literally sacrifice you just to not get eaten first. You know what I'm saying? They want to see you get eaten first, grandson. They want to see you get eaten first, granddaughter. They want to see you get eaten first. Then they get eaten. Like, y'all all gonna get eaten. But they gonna push you first to get eaten just to watch you fall and get tore up. Nobody is your friend, grandson. Nobody is your friend, granddaughter. Nobody is your friend. When you move off a spirit, everyone becomes an enemy. Because everyone that you thought was your friend is an enemy. They were doing something intentionally to keep you asleep. They didn't want you to see past the illusion of what they were creating. They wanted you to think that elephant was a dolphin. They wanted to use your intelligence against you. You are a God. If God created you, that means you have God DNA within you. If you are the child of the sun, that means you created the sun. Because your ancestors came together and educated you personally in the spiritual realm, in the astral world. Let me tell you about that, grandson. You are your ancestors. Your ancestors are within you. They are within your heart. That's what makes you so brave enough to go out there in the woods. Go out there on that roller coaster. Go out there on the football field, grandson. Go out there on the basketball court, granddaughter. That's what makes you so brave. That's what gives you your swagger. Your ancestors give you your swagger. That's where your swagger comes from. That's your culture. You know what I'm saying? This is your culture. This is within you. You are a God. You are in flesh in this experience. So when I speak about you in South Africa, out there really following spirit, you are communicating with invisible beings. You are communicating with invisible animals. These animals are not invisible. When I say invisible, I mean they are there. So the lion down the street, he see you and he's communicating with you like, man, I see you, and I'm gonna tell the pack, like, don't fuck with you, don't fuck with him because he one of us. Look how he moving. He one of us. Look at how he move. When a God see a God move, we respect that God. We respect that goddess. We respect people that move off the energy of, I don't give a fuck what go down, but I know who I am at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck what happens, but I know where I go after here. I know where I'm gonna go after here. So this is not my last stop. I'm saying this is just a journey that I'm on right now. I'm on a journey to get some water because God called me to get some water. That was God's purpose for my life. I'm saying God will literally call you to do something that's so simple, and that's your purpose for the day. Your purpose is every single day tasks. I'm saying every task you do today will lead you closer to your purpose, and it will get you closer to God, and you're going to be quicker on your feet. I'm saying, so when you in public, you're not slipping up. I'm saying, so when you meet certain people and it's hard for you to get words off, you're not slipping up. You are being smart. You're like, oh, I'm talking to a demon right now. I'm saying, and when you meet certain people on your frequency, your vibration, grandson, granddaughter, now it's like you embrace yourself. Everybody you look at is yourself. Everybody you run across is yourself. It's your intelligence. It's your energy. So when you meet energy that's similar to your energy, that's you. You manifest it in a different form. I'm saying you manifest it in a different version. They can be totally opposite from you, but that is you in another parallel universe because you thought of it. Your thoughts create these parallel universe. So when we talk about parallel universes, we talking about what you create with your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And these thoughts become astral experiences. So when we talk about flying, you are actually flying in the astral world. So when you get to experience that hands-on, you will never question who you are. When you experience a dream that shows you a prophet vision, you will never question who you are. When you read someone's mind, that you will never question who you are. You should never question who you are when you know who you are. They want to fool you. Everybody is along with this game. You're the one that's awakened. How come? Because you came back to awaken. You came back to re-experience the timeline you are experiencing. They don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk about how you relive the same timeline. You relive the same timeline just to get it right. That's how powerful you are. That's why they are afraid of you. Because how come we assassinated you in that lifetime and you came back and you restarted the game? You came back in the same timeline. You came back. Like you came back. You literally came back. What you are experiencing right now, you came back to re-experience it. And now you are doing it in the right way. Now you are moving off of spirit. Previous simulation, they block you from spirit. They manipulated you. They abuse you. They use so many powerful forces, so many powerful dark forces against you to stop you from getting to this point. So who are you? Who really are you? This is not normal. Who are you? You can be experiencing the same timeline. Right now, this is your 5th time experiencing this timeline. You will never know until you go within. This could be your 10th time experiencing the same shit on repeat. This is a motherfucking repeat. It was that you swap out of avatars. Do you see yourself in the astral world? Do you see your astral dreams? Do you remember these things? Do you remember the feeling? Do you remember like jumping timelines? Jumping places to places to places? Do you remember feeling the sensation of out of your body? Do you remember that? Because a lot of y'all experience death. And when I say a lot of y'all, I mean all of y'all. You experience death, grandson. You experience death, granddaughter. And it's your job to remember. It's your job to remember what you actually seen. Because what you seen was erased from your soul, from your memory. And the only way you will recollect this memory is by connecting with your ancestors. The only way you will remember what happened to you as a child is by connecting with your ancestors, because your ancestors was always there. They was always guiding you and showing you and communicating with you through dolls, through TV, through skateboards, through all bunch of shit. Your ancestors are everything. You are everything. You know what I'm saying? We don't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. So understand, your ancestors were there with you the whole way. They were there with you to this point. This point you are at right now. This point that this life that you are experiencing, this present moment you are in right now. All the way up to this moment, your ancestors seen it all. They seen everything happen. They seen everyone that said they was better than you fall. Hands on. You witnessed these people fall. So when we talk about enemies are beings that follow us. They follow us in every lifetime we experience. These enemies have an attachment to our energy. We created these enemies with our energy. So if we were vibing on a low vibration in the previous lifetime, best believe we shook up the world. We shook up that place, that environment. We shook up everywhere we went, everywhere we go in these dimensions, in these galaxies, in universes and multiverses. We shake them up because our thoughts are so powerful. It's magnet. It's magnetism, grandson. It's magnetism, granddaughter. It's all magnets. It's all magnets, and they shoot out of you. And when these magnets shoot out of you, it creates a crystal ball. And this crystal ball is a magnetic effect. You ever heard of a Mandela effect? You cause a Mandela effect. So it's people that you left in the past that are in this ball and they are trapped in this ball. You will have their faith in your hands. Their faith is in your hands. One wrong move, if you drop this ball, they all go. They all go if you drop this ball. Their faith is in your hands. Their destiny is in your hands. All of it. I mean, all of the enemies are in this ball. These enemies are you. You are your enemy. Only reason you have a hater is because you created that hater. What is a hater? What does a hater look like? How do a hater perceive? How do a hater operate? You created a hater. Just how you created who you are, this avatar, you created a hater. You created everything you see in this realm. This is your reality. This is your intelligence. So next person you run across, you're going to see yourself in that person because this is your intelligence. This is the game. You signed up for this game. This game is mad fun, right? You feel shit. That should tell you everything you need to know. This shit not real if you feel it. If you feel it physically, you know this shit not real. If you feel this shit on a spiritual level, you know some shit is real. I'm saying, when you feel shit on a spiritual level, you know this shit real. I'm saying? So yeah, granddaughter, grandson. Love your enemies. But always be who you are. Always. Tough love, whatever you want to call it. Show these enemies who they shouldn't fuck with. They should never fuck with you. If that was you on the other side, like, if that was you on the other side, you would have did just, like, I'm telling you, you would have did yourself worse. I'm saying, like, look at it like this. You versus you. This version of you versus this version of you. So you see I'm this right now? Just imagine another clone of me pop up. And another one, and another one, and another one. All these clones of me, like this me. I'm so powerful. You are so powerful. And I gotta fight these clones. They're trying to fuck me up. I'm saying? I'm not gonna let them fuck me up. I'm gonna fight back. I'm gonna fuck them up. Because you need 10 more of me's to even defeat me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna fuck you up. So never let your light become this and this and it just crush. Never, I'm saying, never crush your light. Okay? Fuck them up. Fuck them up and fuck them up and fuck them up and fuck them up and live your life.